Hey everybody, it's Sunny Chen here with Citrix Systems. I am here with our business value winners from our virtual hackathon, Brickbridge Consulting. Thank you much for spending time with us here at Gil Roberts and Sahal Patel.
Hey Sunny, thanks for having us on.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so your submission was a winner, and it was selected for a business value winner. And I got to tell you, after looking at your demonstration, that thing was smooth as silk. I mean, the demo video that you guys put in there was amazing. It was end-to-end. For those who haven't seen it before, we're going to be putting it on our Citrix Developer YouTube channel. But, man, the way you guys thought about the process and what you wanted to do and just go ahead and tell a smooth story like that, it was just amazing. Can you give me some background on how you came up with the idea?
Yeah, thank you so much. I think a lot of what we wanted to show this time, and based on our first Converge submission, and we also won that category, which was innovation. That was the one in California. We wanted to show a little bit of progression of that first hackathon demo, just kind of like progress from that, because that was also kind of lead and communications centric. But we also wanted to kind of like wow the audience with a particular integration. We first kind of aligned with that anyway, because it's like, hey, Citrix Workspace is a huge business value. Just to, getting the product is going to be of value to any business that can adopt it. But we wanted to really show how a kind of frontline employee, which is going to be, obviously they'll have some management and executives will have this, but it's going to be by bulk, these frontline employees, especially in a production setting, a sales setting, how they can drive business value quickly, and what that shows for businesses. Obviously, that's worked out well for us.
If this was your first time working with MicroApp Builder, what were your thoughts on it?
Since the hackathon started, it was very fun from the first day to the last, learning new techniques, watching all the videos that you guys posted were great. Great examples and a great example on how to add new integrations with the micro apps.
But I want to also say that everything that was in that video was backed by what we use as Citrix Podio. The Podio community has been one of the only developer communities that's been around for quite some time inside of the Citrix network. We talked about this on one of the chats, and we also kind of alluded to this at the end of our demo, which is using Podio as a micro system of record. Literally just a system of record, only because micro apps need one to actually function off of, can save them a bunch of money so they don't have to go and buy a Workday or an SAP Ariba or some of these other monoliths, right, that need to bring that, digitize that process in a manner that Workspace can chew in. It's just as easy as the micro application builder over on the low-code, no-code side of Podio. So you kind of have a micro app builder that's easy to access. You also have a system record builder we'll call micro system record builder that is Podio over there. So you have both sides of the equation to be able to bring these small processes online in Workspace, which brings it to a field of play that everybody can enjoy, and the clients can now get more return out of investment without having to go and buy a monolith to pick up some of these pieces.
Mentioned. So, Gil, you were actually at the live first Converge. Can you guys just talk about your experiences that you had?
I think there was some really great positives that came off the virtual side of it. So I'll give just a couple examples. One, being there in person, obviously we got much more personal connection. So that was somewhat missing in the virtual side. However, I think that was more than made up with the preparedness of the Citrix team, with the videos, with the especially the coffee chat. I think that was a really great idea. I think that a lot of these elements from the virtual, if and when we come back to in-person events, could probably still be added in. I mean, people are just kind of doing their thing anyway, so they can always jump into a Slack or watch a webinar or something like that. So how did you feel from an attendee standpoint, since it was your first one?
It was great. Having conversations with the Citrix technical employees were great. They were very helpful from the beginning to the end. But overall, it was great. Now I saw great Citrix guitars players, and yeah, I think in the next hackathon, Citrix could do a live concert. It would be a big deal.
You probably talk to Steve Wilson, see if he can work on putting out the live concert for us.
But we were very pleasantly surprised how quickly the Citrix team was able to pivot over to the virtual event. I think that really speaks volumes of Citrix itself and the way that they're conducting these hackathons and how serious they are about them. And that speaks to us as developers, not just our company, but all the developers, that Citrix is wanting to support and create this community. And that was a lot in the first Converge was about creating this community, because this is only the second time that we've the first two developer conferences Citrix has basically ever had that aren't more like a managed IT framework like Summit or Synergy. But so, to us, that speaks volumes to us as a developer community that you guys, the Citrix is there to support us and bring us the tools and the knowledge and the networking and everything else to support. That makes me as a business owner, Sohal, as one of our employees, want to invest our time, our money, our resources into continuing to develop our skill sets, our support of this product. And it helps us believe in it, to be honest.
And I had a question about your thoughts on micro apps and the future of micro apps.
So focusing on that system of record is super important because we can find that button. The next hurdle on that is surfacing that button via the micro app, right? The 99% use case. So you really want to kind of like go all in on that, right? Like you want to go all in on that. This is just a function, and it should feel like a job function, kind of an action. What is that? You got to break it down to that very minute level to be able to deliver value through that micro application without spending way too much time trying to build out a full piece of software inside of that.
And your SMS and your phone integration into your solution was amazing.
I got to give a quick shout out there. I think that's a good point to Smartphone, smrtphone.io, and that team. They did just a little bit of tweaking to their API. It's not a public API that's available. We know them, Jordan Fleming and his group at Game Changers. With them, we just wanted to be able to showcase how, when I'm looking at my desk here, right, like where are other things? So yeah, I'm bundling all this software and I'm eliminating a lot of my, the browser tab problem where it's like a zillion tabs and a lot of context switching. There are other context switching things that are not physically on the computer, right, which is that desk phone that sits over here. How can we get rid of that context switching and bring that into the workspace environment, which now I can get all my voicemails, my text messages, calls in and out, all that can happen inside the workspace environment. To be honest, it eliminates the need for a desk phone.
I wanted to thank you for your time. It was an amazing submission. Congratulations again on your win. If we want to learn more about BrickBridge Consulting, where would we go?
Yeah, brickbridgeconsulting.com. Easy enough. Reach out to us. We do have lots of capacity. We became a CSA last fall after our win at the first Converge. So we have access to be able to begin doing these implementations now. So everything that you saw there works. So we can start bringing these style of implementations into to your client's portfolio. But
well, thank you so much, Gil and Sohal from BrickBridge Consulting, our business value winners. Once again, congratulations on your win. Thank you so much for your time for this interview. Go ahead and check their submission on our YouTube developer page. Keep an eye out on all our other social channels. And once again, thanks and congratulations. Take care.